patient. There's almost no reason to jump in here. We're not at any demand zones. We're not at any sell side liquidity, buy side liquidity, pre-market highs, pre-market lows. We're not at anything that should be suggesting that we. Oh, YouTube's up and the volume's working. Let's go. Um, there's nothing suggesting that we should take either direction here. We've had a choppy move upwards, and again, lately, higher time frames. We look at those higher time frames. Look at how weak we are. Look at how strong the bears are. No reason to fight that. I'm still looking at gold. I want to see how gold forms here. What's gold looking like? I like the 30-minute on gold to continue lower. Oh, there's that big sell order on gold. Let's see. I'll let you guys know if I get in a gold short. That's what I'm looking for right now. I like that CVD drop. Wait for this, wait for this. I want to see liquidity form down here. There's strong liquidity at the lows, but I want to see it form below us. So we have to take it out. Because remember, this is still a demand zone. But we've been very weak. I'm not seeing much selling pressure here.
What's the deal? It seems like ES just flipped to be the weaker one, and it's been the stronger one for
If you check things
at least
like,
Friday, anyways.
I'll show you. Like the YM, the Russell, they're probably a lot weaker than the Nasdaq right now. And ES weighs again a more majority of stocks, right? It's the S&P 500, and then it's the Nasdaq 100. Nasdaq is mainly the tech sector, so we have to take that for account and realize, okay, well then sometimes they're obviously going to move differently because they're different ETFs, right? It's again the tech versus almost everything in a whole that is the top 500. So it's they do generally trend together. Look at that nice bull move. Ooh, look at those sweeps though right there on gold. So let's see. Nice. I'm not going short because of the sweeps though, because that just tells me there's strong pressure. So got to see the confirmation on that, or the zone, or a level, or something. What was I saying? Oh yeah, just they do generally move together, but the ES weighs a lot more into consideration. Like we might get a pre-market, a buy side liquidity sweep up here on the Nasdaq, and ES probably still won't be at its highs. Let's see. We have any supply zones? Not really. We got this little area right here. We'll keep that there, but I'm not a fan of that. How's gold doing? So let's see if those sweeps mean something on gold, right? Let's see if bears want to step back in now. Or if those sweeps were an indication that we're trying to flip bullish off of this demand zone. Where are we at on YouTube? YouTube, what is going on? Sorry for the delay. Nothing beats technical difficulties. That feels like not even a real thing to say, technical difficulties. Like something they say on like a show or a movie.
Bullish Bears Kevin show.
Yeah, there we go. I know, it's funny. I was thinking of doing something like that for like Monday mornings or like Friday mornings or something. Like to turn it into like a weekly analysis show, or like flip it into some type of stock show. And I'll either do like analysis, Q&A, educational lessons, whatever you guys would want, or whatever I guess is the most receptive view wise. But whatever you guys would want to, because you guys are also the viewers. So let us know. Let me know if you guys would be interested in something like that. I probably wouldn't start it just yet because things are still a little inconsistent on my life schedule at the moment. So probably be a little patient. Start it maybe when things sort of settle down a bit more. But yeah, it might be something. There we go. NASDAQ trying to take some previous highs. Here comes a pre-market high on NASDAQ. Let's see, we just tapped it. Let's check that 1 minute now. Look at that strength. Look at these sweeps.
Divergence with ES. ES is still hanging low.
Yep. But we don't just short it just because we got a little divergence. That's just a piece to the puzzle. That's too strong. The Bulls took that with a lot of strength. We'll wait. See how maybe like a 1 minute closes or something. Because that divergence is true. That is true. Guys, when it comes to sizing, as I was mentioning earlier, sizing will not only make it a bit easier to trade for yourself, but it makes the world of a difference when it comes to really taking profits, making money in the market versus, okay, I gotta be right 70% of the time, 80% of the time. And you know what, you could be right 80% of the time, but the thing with the confirmation and stuff is we're very careful and diligent with the trades we take. But when we start taking like 4-to-1 risk to reward setups and then add to our trades and add to our winners, then we're able to risk $400-$500 profit, $2,000-$3,000 on a single trade. Right? But again, that's with a risk of $400-$500. But if you're looking at that risk to reward, that's 6-to-1, 7-to-1, 8-to-1, depending, $300-$400 of a risk. But once you're able to really cap your losses, again, this is just numbers. If you guys were trading like let's see, we'll go off like a 50K account, right? The Apex accounts. If you guys are still trading those, use code BullishBears for whatever up-to-date sale they are running. Bit of a rally-based rally on the 1 minute there on NASDAQ. Let's see if buyers step in to continue. Nope. What was I gonna say? Right. So let's say you're doing a 50K account, right? Drawdown on that is 2,500. Target profits 3,000. So obviously we're not looking to get funded in just one day. It's possible we can, and they are running the sale right now, get funded in one day. However, how logical is it? How legit is that? I mean, you got to ask yourself, where are you when you're trading? Is that really something that's feasible? And then you got to ask yourself, where's the market? How's the market moving? Maybe the market is giving me that opportunity, because it's not so much, is it possible or not? Of course it's possible. It's how you execute and how the market is moving. I want to check out gold real quick. See, bears stepping in nice. Look at gold with that buying pressure still. So let's say, right, 50K account, drawdown's 2,500. 2,500 divided. We'll do 15, right? Give yourself max 15 trades, 15 losses. Account blown. You giving yourself that much cushion? A little bit, yeah. Your risk is going to be about 166. So let's round that up. Let's do 200. So 2,500 divided by for like a max risk on a trade. 200. So 12 trades. Again, you know what it is too with Apex accounts. You can be a little aggressive with them because of how cheap they are. Now, let's say you're doing $200 risk, 50K account, 2,500 drawdown. But your $200 risk, when you're adding to your winners, your profits are 1400, 1600, right? So you're really doing well in that area, 1200, right? So when you're winning a trade, you're making 1000, 1200, 1300, 1400. When you're taking a loss, okay, this one didn't work out, it's $200 loss. Oh, okay, this one didn't work out, $150 loss. So because that's just gonna be like nothing on your account. Oh, took a small loss, I was $90 loss. Because of sizing, right? So once we're able to understand, okay, I can't just be getting in my full size every time I want to enter a trade. I have to start my position smaller, right? Is this a riskier trade? Am I going to start with 25% of my total risk? Is this a more on my side, right? Is this a higher probability trade where I might want to start with like 75% of my risk? Because again, if you're starting with 75% of your risk on a $200 max risk, your loss on that, if it doesn't work out, it's only going to be $150. And again, if that's a 4-to-1, 5-to-1 risk to reward and you're adding to your winners, that could potentially be, if it were a winner, $1,000, $1,100, $1,200. So when we are making those kinds of profits and cutting our losses so short, we're able to breathe in the market. We're able to feel more relaxed and be able to be more patient in the market. And again, it helps us grow our account substantially while being patient, because we're going to be paid for our patience for those high probability setups, because we're not going to get 4-to-1s everywhere, 5-to-1, 6-to-1 everywhere. We'll maybe see a bunch of 2-to-1s, and those are great. 3-to-1s are okay too. But we just have to be patient, wait for our setups, look for the proper confirmation. Are we using ICT? Am I looking for divergence? Are we trading lower than yesterday's open? Are we trading higher than close, right? So we know what trend we're in. If we look at the daily on the NASDAQ and the ES, even though we're green today so far, you look at the past week or two, we've had some nasty, nasty sell-offs, and those have been very, very not easy to trade, but sort of a sell and hold type of trading situation the past week or so. So now that we had all that, right, and it's Monday, we're at an area of interest and a demand zone on NASDAQ and the S&P. We're going to be patient because we're going to experience some chop. The market is going to want to grab some liquidity. Again, it is Monday. That divergence is still working out, sort of. Weighted index rejected that area of interest. Gold is still trying to rally off of the demand zone. I'm staying patient here. I still don't see a setup that I like. Guys, drink some water, eat some breakfast or lunch, whatever time it is by you guys. Don't let the markets consume you.
Stay hydrated.
Amen. Always. Always, always. Let's see, how's crude oil doing today? Always want to be aware of everything. Ooh, if only I checked 20 minutes ago. This 15-minute demand zone on crude, that's nice. And look, we even swept. Now we didn't really sweep anything because we had a bunch of stops over there. But right over there, that would have been a nice entry for longs for a... what our target would be. Let's say our target would be some type of high, some type of supply, something like here or something like here. Now, when I talk about adding to our positions, looking for the momentum and confirmation, what I would look for on a trade like this, and again, this is obviously not a trade we took, we're live right now, but I'd be using the Bookmap, right? So 940, we'll line it up, 940, 935 right there. So let's see, right? This is where the buying pressure started. This was that demand zone. If we look to the left, we could see how Bookmap how strong those levels were down there, right? So we had a whole bunch of lots down there. We did not, let's see if we had any sweeps. Let's make sure the sweep indicator is on. Right, so we didn't really have any sweeps over here. We did have sweeps the last time we came down into this demand. But anyways, what I would look for confirmation-wise on this trade for this long position off of this demand zone on crude oil would be the continuation, right, which is what we are getting. I'd look for buying pressure, which is what we see with the bubbles, right? These are buying bubbles, buying dots. I know Bookmap calls them dots. I call them bubbles. I feel like they look more like bubbles to me. We had a sweep at 81.32. 81.32, right? That's right where that area of interest was right there. A lot of people had their stop orders there. This was sort of that green candle. What's that? A breaker block right there, I suppose. No, breaker block would be up here, right? That's why I don't like ICT as much. It's just not as clear, I guess. It's clear. I mean, I could figure it out. It's not complicated. It's just like supply and demand is very set rules to it. It's very defined. It does lead you to being more patient than not. But yeah, I don't know. I just like supply and demand a bit better. How are we doing? Look at the sellers stepping in. Selling pressure. Do I have... So look at that sweep right there. We had a buying sweep on a sell-off. That's funny. Staying patient because we're just chopping around right now. Nasdaq's a bit stronger than the ES. ES is weaker than the Nasdaq. Take a look at our equities. Meta selling off from that area. Yo, guys, Meta went crazy. That play. Gave that play out. I got to get an options account going again. That would have been nice. About a $14 move on Meta from this past my meta analysis video that I dropped last week. So that was crazy clean. If you held it through, I mean, it dropped even further. But good stuff, good stuff. Let's take a look at gold again. Gold's just sort of chopping right now, so it's not really something I would look to trade at the moment. I will say, however, what you looking at, Godo? SMT, nice, nice. Is that 1 minute? Yeah, 1 minute, right? Or is it 5-2? Sort of. You can't
That's
really
the
see it on the
15-minute breaker that I think I see there from the Asia.
Nice.
Last night's Asia.
Staying patient. A lot of sweeps. Look at that. That big pump caused a whole lot of sweeps right there. I want to go through all of them. Where is it? They got a lot of stuff. Oh, you know what? What else? Where was it? Market pulse. I'm gonna have to go over what exactly the market pulse is reading before I go over it with you guys. But this is the market pulse down here, and there's usually, where is it? There's usually a little thing in the screen, so hold up. Market pulse, nope, wrong one. keep doing that. That one? No. Am I thinking of the wrong thing? No. They have... It like does a little icon in the corner. Forget how and where. I'll figure that out too at some point. Like they got liquidity marker, which just goes over the zones themselves. Setup checklist, which, oh, I found it. Setup checklist, which is interesting, I guess, right? If you're looking to, verify your trades, journal your trades. So that's pretty cool that they have that in the platform. Market Pulse, what I was talking about before, was this little thing right here. It is I gotta see. I don't want to be giving you guys invalid or incorrect information, so I am going to look into it. However, obviously it shows something, so we are going to figure that out. Let's see, Market Pulse. We will figure that out at some point. I'll look it up real quick. Unfortunately, what I wanted to do was go through a whole bunch of the Bookmap videos, educate myself, and then put a series together for you guys. And I probably will do that at some point.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah. Market Pulse, trying to push positive, but still negative. I just gotta get, again, some things sort of back settled again. Mom's unfortunately back in the hospital, but was doing better, so we'll just, fingers crossed, prayers up. Let's see. Market Pulse Bookmap. Oh, and they got the other one too, that's right. Where is... They have... Yeah, alright, that's alright. Yeah, I'll figure out this, Market Pulse, guys, and we'll go over Market Pulse. Definitely looks and will be important. Getting off the 1 minute. 1 minute's always chopping. Feeling more bearish here. Ooh. What is that? You guys hear that? Is that me or you guys? Dude, I don't know if that's weird as heck.
It's your Bookmap, Kevin.
Right? That is the Bookmap. That was so weird. Let's see. Let's not do that. What? Yeah, right? Yeah, so weird. Alright, I don't know how to turn that off. Oh, Bookmap. I guess obviously it mutes it. But that was interesting because it started making that noise and we had a lot of strong selling pressure. We had a quick scalp right there. Could have had a quick scalp right there, but definitely weird. That's strange. Again, I'm gonna go over everything, put some videos together for you guys. You know what that noise was? Probably that it was extended. We see it was extended down here. Let's see. Yo, you guys use any AIs? Because I've been using this one, Copilot, when I got questions and stuff that I don't feel like Googling. And it's Copilot. It's off of like Bing. It uses, I thought it was Google actually. I gotta see. No, it is Google. It's crazy. Google anything and it just knows. So I'm asking it, what's market pulse on Bookmap? Alright, see that selling pressure again. I use my wife. She's nice.
Hey Kevin, I have a question for you here. This is the first time I've actually been able to sit down and watch one of your live streams with Bookmap, and I'm noticing, and I apologize if you've already gone over this, but I'm noticing as the price is going up and down, like the dark red lines are going up and down with that right there. Yeah. Do we think that's like trailing stops or something moving around, or what do we think's going on?
So that's a great question, by the way. Hello and welcome to the live stream. So those are all our passive orders. I'm gonna pull up Thinkorswim and show you exactly what we're looking at. For the other members, I have covered this before. I do think I covered it in my recent Bookmap video, how to read order flow on Bookmap. What we're looking at when we're looking at Bookmap is we're looking at two things. We're looking at our level 2 and our time in sales. Now our level 2, crazy selling right here. Our level 2 is basically the passive orders in the market or even the aggressive orders when we come to the bid and ask. So those orders are always going to be moving. There's always going to be liquidity, right? There's liquidity in these markets, especially when we're trading something like the S&P and 500 and the NASDAQ. There will always be an enormous amount of liquidity because of the billions of dollars that goes through them every day. This bear setup looks okay right now. However, I'm not taking this. I'm not taking this. I'm teaching. However, they can be trail stops, right? They can be trail stops. They could be anything. They could be people putting their orders 10 points above because they want to buy if we get a breakout, or somebody putting their order 10 points below because they want to sell if we have a breakout. Or it could be somebody entering a trade and placing their stop, right? So it is always moving, but that's because we're looking at the large quantity of it. Now, when we come to levels and zones that aren't moving is when we will see some type of reaction. We're not really seeing anything like that on the NASDAQ. Let's see if we have anything like gold. So gold, right? We have the strong level down here at 23.44. It's about 96 lots. We see that on the current order book. These are all passive orders sitting there on the market. So 23.44. I'm going to look at the at gold and look at 23.44 and say, okay, well, that's the new low of day. There's a lot of stop orders sitting at this low of day right here, or buy orders, I should say, right? So we're going to wait and see, because anything underneath us is a buy order, right? Anything above us is a sell order. Because if we come up to a level, we're coming up to resistance. Those people are selling at that level because they have their passive orders sitting there. If we're coming down to a level, those are buyers because they have their passive orders sitting there.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Ricardo. What is going on?
We're just chopping around, huh?
Chopping around town.
Did you get any scalps in?
I took a pre-market trade that was like the smallest loss I've ever taken. Because I was trying to see on the 15. Oh, that's so funny. I just logged into Thinkorswim and it's telling me I finally have to change my account. I was looking at the 15-minute right here, thinking that we might continue. So I grabbed a few longs around here, stopped out for about like 7 points or so. Very low, very small. Glad I stopped out. It did end up ripping lower. As for back to the time and sales, Bookmap, and the moving levels. This is our level 2. This is our ask size. This is our ask price. This is our bid size, this is our bid price. Now, when we look at Bookmap, our best ask, our ask price, our sell orders, those are the orders above the current market price. If we look at the bid price, those are the buyers. So if we were looking at just time at level 2, then we would look to see if there are any extra heavy levels. This 126 at 50.33, that's 50.33 right here is a heavy level. And we could sort of keep an eye on it with these numbers and with this level 2. And in level 2, again, that is going to be these passive orders we see on the screen and we see on the current order book. So that's the heat map is the red level. That's the heat map. And then the current order book resembles the heat map, just in a different type of format, right? It shows us the level sort of as a wave, whereas heat map puts it on our chart. Now for the level 2, that would be the orders we see up here. I'm sorry, time and sale. These are orders that hit the market, that went through in the market. So these are orders that are not sitting there. So when it comes to the level 2 itself, level 2 can have like spoof orders, right? The market could put a really heavy size at, let's say, market could put a really heavy size at 17,260, and we could see that on here, and then they could pull that right away, right when we're getting to that level, and we might not see that on this level 2, but we might be able to see that or see a glimpse of that a bit quicker if we're using something like Bookmap, because we'll see those orders disappear off of our screen. And we'll also see things like the volume pulse and what is it, volume pulse? Market pulse and the current order book and CVD and such. So it seems like a lot, but it's really not too much. It's just sort of understanding how to use these levels, understanding this right here, these two, all these numbers and stuff. Bookmap gives us the ability to just visualize it. Like we could turn current order book off because we have heat map. We could turn heat map off because we have current order book. If you get what I'm saying? So they both show the same thing. Now the session volume profile shows the orders that went through this session at that price. So if we look at 17,289, we see there were 659 sell orders and 554 buy orders. We look at 17,294, this area. Now it's not going to be the exact. If we want, we could like zoom in and really extend the chart and get the exact price, but it gives us the range, it gives us the area. It shows us, is this a lot stronger looking than this? It is right now. Let's see if Market Pulse wants to push green. CVD has been green, but it has been trying to push lower. And bears have been winning. Gotta remember that overall trend, guys. Bears, bears, bears. Let's see if we got any orders anywhere at all. I'm not seeing anything right now. This is the NASDAQ. Should be some orders somewhere. So I'm just gonna assume we keep chopping. But I feel like we want to push lower. I'm going to stay patient on this, guys. Did that answer your question?
Yes, it did. I appreciate that explanation. I just thought it was interesting that as we see the price ticking up and down, we're seeing those red, orange, and yellow lines to the right there, a little bit further to the right. They're moving up and down with it, like those right there. Like they kind of follow the price as if there's some automation going on, putting in orders.
Yep. Again, that's liquidity. We want to see that. That shows there's strength. There's liquidity in the market. There will always, 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 always be liquidity in something like the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. So if we look at something more like gold, look, we don't really have those levels, right? So that tells me we're chopping right here. Whereas maybe back here when we were getting some movement, we did have some more levels that we were going through. So that's just the liquidity in the market. Now, when we start seeing levels that stick, that don't move, those are, again, the passive orders that are sitting as usually stop orders and something that we could sort of use as targets or areas where we might want to enter a trade. I'm thinking of grabbing some shorts here, but I feel like it's too late on that. Let's stay patient. Microsoft. Yeah, there we go. Nice little drop. Let's check out gold one more time. So gold doesn't really have that many levels underneath it right now. So I might take, right, there might be a move right here, the 234 to 235. But I'm going to stay patient because I do know this is a demand zone. So I know with that analysis that there might still be buyers in here.
Looks like we have a major trend line too from the beginning of March that we're coming into underneath there too.
On gold?
Yeah, on the daily.
Since March?
March 1st it started, I think.
Sort of like that. Let's see.
Multiple touches on that trend line.
Yeah. One thing I'll say about this trend line, that again, me personally, through the years of experience, I notice when I'm trying to force a trend line or force a zone, it usually ends up missing. And the reason I say force a trade or force a zone is because we're sort of not anticipating or looking for a trade, but we're usually trying to look for some type of confirmation or reason to enter. If it's not there, it's not there. I do, right? So it's close. It's close, right? So it can be. It definitely can be. I do feel like it's a bit further away than where you have it, because when I'm looking for trend lines, I really don't want the price below trend line that much, like that, like right over here. I would much rather it line up below that and have it maybe touch out a little bit, but yeah, that's what I'm seeing right there. Keeping an eye, look at that 2 hour on gold was very bearish. Ooh, we got some bears on NASDAQ right now. Coming into this daily demand. Do you have some sell side liquidity right here? So we'll see how we react at that area. That is 17228. So I'm going to come to Bookmap and see what does 17228 look like. Well, right now it's got about 51 lots sitting there. So let's see. Market pulse is dropping. I bet it's making an annoying noise right now. I can guarantee you it's making an annoying noise right now. Yep. Alright, let's check the 1 minute for a reaction off of this zone.
When you're trading by yourself, do you have those noises going?
Bro, I have no time to trade by myself lately.
Damn.
Yeah, I trade when I'm trading with you guys. But would I? Probably not. I'd at least maybe lower it. But I think I'd just be aware of it. Alright, let's see. Sweep that, sweep it. Go right into, I want it to go into the zone. See, oh, some sweeps coming in. Come on, one more push. Well, the problem is too, I'm saying one more push, but that one more push might just drop us completely into the zone. We might just keep selling.
Microsoft is bullish.
Microsoft's bullish?
Sorry, bearish.
Oh. I was gonna say, wait, are we looking at different Microsofts? Alright, let's check out this 1 minute. I want to see buyers step in. They're not stepping in yet. 8 seconds. I'm in. Go for very light. Crazy light. Crazy light. Because bears are just crazy here. Yeah, look at that. Bears don't give a shit. Are there any other zones here? I'm so light that I'm going to look away from the trade. If we could close in there, I'll hold. Prefer we closed above there. But again, I'm so light that if this thing even just kept falling, I'm fine. But would prefer it to. But it looks like it's going to. Damn.
It's got to go to 179 to close that gap.
Ooh, I scalped that.
Nice, nice. Yeah, everything's obviously signifying bearish. I don't know why we just took that. That's again why we go crazy light. But staying patient. I want to see this curl back up, trap some bears. If we don't reverse here, I will end up flipping it, but I do feel pretty strong on a reversal around here. Again, if we don't, though, we're just going to continue lower. That's
You're waiting for the
crazy.
pullback?
What was that?
You're waiting for a pullback?
I want us to reverse and flip bullish, but market doesn't want that, and we can't argue with the market. The reason I want to pull back too is because the market pulse is so overly extended bearish. Yeah. The demand zone. We swept some lows, but that's just too strong. Yeah, no way. Out of that. Get out of here. Get out of here. I'll get out and it'll flip. Nah, bears are strong
I
on
think there's
this.
going to be a good place
Continue.
to long here once we close that opening gap from yesterday.
Yeah. Gotta remember, a lot of people are watching that gap. And how bearish we've been lately.
So you think it's gonna bounce?
I changed my
That's
bias.
that's my opinion, is that it doesn't have much more lower to go before it does.
I changed my bias. I'm short on this right now. Bears are way too strong. Microsoft, new low day. Meta selling off like crazy right now. That's what's running us. Boom. Boom. Made it back and then some, right? Again, just a light sizing, adding to winners. A lot of sweeps right there. Be so careful. I'm holding. I'll get out. I'll get out towards the bottom of this candle. Maybe not. Let's see. I don't like the sweeps down there. That's why I want to get out of this. But again, that bearish momentum's been crazy, man. All right, I'll get out. I'll get out. I don't like the sweeps again. Did we fill that gap? No, not yet.
Almost.
I'm gonna use Market Pulse for this next scout. Let's see.
Yeah, it's just like 10 more points and it'll be filled.
But again, I've got to remember, a lot of people are looking for that as a target. So if we reverse above it, imagine all the people that are short trying to target that ended up getting crushed. Oh, oh. Market Pulse didn't tell me to take it. I'm not taking it. I'll wait, but probably not much longer. I like the buying pressure at this level. I don't know why I had 17,192.75 marked, but I had that as a key level. Apple with a little buying strength. Microsoft dropped. Meta new low a day. Can't go long. Amazon new low a day. Nvidia new low a day. Can't go long. Flip them.
Gold is a little bullish.
Yeah. $50 seconds left. I'm gonna let this 5 close, see what we get.
I think if it reverse it, this is a good place. So this would be like a start of a broadening formation from Sunday's open. Just took out yesterday's low.
Yeah, we'll see. Bears have been strong. Can't keep trying to go long on each drop. Very heavy order sitting here. 4 seconds. No, I don't like that. I think Bears might want to continue. We'll see. We'll see. Not this minute, but we'll see. Give us some good. Ooh, nice, nice. Market Pulse just went green.
Oh, I caught that pullback.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm long.
All right, be careful.
Tight stop.
Yeah. We just hit some sweeps up here.
I only scalp those pullbacks.
Good. Very smart. Can't turn scalps into, well, can't. It's tough. It's tough. If you're entering a trade thinking you're going to scalp it, take it as a scalp. Some buying pressure in Microsoft right now and a video.
Ricardo, you don't do more than one contract to be able to leave one on sometimes?
Not yet, man. I'm just only using one because I'm on NQ and NQ is like crazy. So
What are you
I'm
doing on NQ, dude?
I
That's
know,
what I
I know,
said.
I know. But I've been very good, man. I've been able to double my account. So
That's huge.
Oh, and you're doing real money at this point, or what are
no,
you
no, not
trading?
yet.
Still
Just
simulating?
just
Because
paper,
you want
yeah.
just start big. I gotcha. Yeah, I like to do the
No,
MNQ and to be able to practice with having 2 to 3. Yeah.
Good. Yep.
I was on MNQ and then I tried NQ for a bit and I was on a streak. So I'm just, but I've been documenting everything. So, but when I do start with money, I'm definitely doing MNQ 100%.
Let's take a look at the higher time frames. Not really seeing much. Coming into that 5-minute fair value gap up here. This big one. Might take a light short again. Because we have some sweeps too. Time is 10:30. Oh shit. I'm going to wrap this up after this trade because I do have to dip out of here, take care of Mama Dukes and whatnot, pick up some stuff. If you guys got any last minute questions, let me know. I will make that video on Market Pulse soon.
I don't even know what that is. What are you talking about?
Market Pulse is an indicator on the Bookmap. It shows this percentage right over here. Where's my mouse? Percentage over here. It adds a level onto here as well. It's sort of a different version of the CVD, I'd assume. It does obviously measure some sort of volume analysis, and it has an extended, overextended, underextended type of thing. It was making a noise earlier, and it seems like it could be really helpful for scalps.
Sounds like a MACD kind of thing.
Yeah, or like an RSI type of deal. RSI with the overextended, underextended.
Yeah, same idea. Yeah.
But it's basically an indicator on Bookmap. I do have to find a video and go over what exactly it's measuring and telling us. Guys, I'm in some shorts. Very light size. But it's pretty cool.
So on
It's
the 1 minute,
interesting.
we've built a bullish breaker, and we're inside of the 1 minute gap. I'm long.
You're long. Some good buying pressure stepping up there, but we'll see. Weighted index is weak. I'm sure the VIX is probably pushing higher. Give us that drop base drop. Let's continue now. Not the biggest fan of the market structure here, especially how we're holding that key level that I had at 1719275. I'm just gonna be a bit patient. Bears have been strong. But bulls are trying. Throw some stop orders. We'll see. We'll see. Apple pretty weak. Microsoft's a bit of a bounce. Same with Meta. Meta same candlestick structure as the weighted index right now. I want to see if we hit this fair value gap right here on the 5 minute on Nasdaq, and then I'm gonna get out of here.
Bouncing off the 1 minute unicorn.
Oh yeah, well I'm about to trade the inverse ogre.
I heard unicorn and ogre.
Shrek to the rescue.
Come on, Shrek, let's get this dub.
You do realize that unicorns make multicolored soft serve ice cream, right?
Aw, why'd you have to bring it there?
Ew.
Come on, Bears. Again, I want to see if we reject this 5 minute fair value gap in here, and this area, and the top of this daily demand. Because Bears have been winning lately. I just have trouble believing that they're gonna lose. Put my stop at like 1740. Let's see. Apple selling off. Meta with some weakness. YouTube, you guys got any questions? Let me know. Adding shorts in that fair value gap? JK. Yeah, no, for real. Yeah, absolutely. Shorts right in here. This fair value gap lines up with where that sell side liquidity was swept, lines up where the top of this demand zone is, which we are getting weaker out of this demand zone the more bounces, the more times we use it. And then we had this area right there. It was a little 15-minute demand zone, sort of flipped it. Look at that, look at that. It's tapping it. It's keep tapping it. I want us to pull into it. I want people to think we're going bullish. I was like, who's saying that? My buddy texted me. He said that in the YouTube chat. He said adding shorts to fair value gap. Yes, sir. Bears have been bearish. Bears have been barren. I did want us to push into it. We ain't pushing into it. 17,220 was where I wanted to add, but we'll see. I sort of want to turn that sound thing on. And I'll just be quick to turn it off. Come on, give us a push into that fair value gap. Nice, nice, nice. Yo, you hear that now? It's really funny.
Or you sound like you're in an arcade.
Bro, I feel like I'm at an arcade. Dude, what are we playing, Pac-Man, or are we trading right now? Alright, I'm gonna add there. Might be a bit of a tough add.
Yeah, I'm out of my long there. You can short now.
Oh, thanks. Guys, Godo blessed us with the short, so thank you. That was a good long. You gotta show me that unicorn. Whoa, whoa, hey, yo.
Posted a picture. So a unicorn is where the breaker and the fair value gap line up. So I guess the unicorn's horn is touching that fair value gap inside of a breaker.
Got ya. Come on, Bears, let's take it now. It's our turn. Again. Rejection right off that daily demand level, that 17,229. Oh, almost. Tick away. Come on, Bookmap, make bad noises now. Wah, 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 like Pac-Man dying noise. I'm probably going to... Wait, here it comes.
That would be very distracting to trade with.
Like that?
Yeah.
Yup, exactly like that. It's exactly the kind of annoying I'm talking about. Well, we're coming near my stop. I'm gonna be a bit patient. We're hitting that middle of the fair value gap right now. If we start to reject, I'll add. But if we don't, I'm just out. I'm gonna add a little bit there. I don't like VIX's trying to pop though, or drop I should say. I just want bears to be bearish. 17,205 is pretty strong. I don't know. These bulls look really aggressive right here. Yeah, I do have to get going. Guys, I'm going to wrap this up. Even though we're in the middle of the trade, it's probably going to go hit the stop. I'm throwing my stop orders out at 17,240. So I'm in some NASDAQ shorts. My average price is like 17,218 at the moment. Stops are right up here. Targets, not the best risks or reward trade. It's really not. Really not. Oh, wait. Maybe. We'll see. Come on, dumb bookmap noises. Go negative. Nice rejection so far. Back to my average entry price, right? So my first entry was down here, shorts. Then I added and added again, so I was able to get a better average entry price. And that's also another huge key on why we should enter our trades super lightly. We don't know if we're going to get a pullback first. We don't know if we're not entering at like a supply or demand where we're trying to find these highs and lows. We don't know for certain. So start low. Give yourself the ability to add at certain areas. But yeah, let's see. Come on. Apple's trying to push bullish. Microsoft had a big rejection. Come on, give us that. There we go. Give us something, man. It was just one good trade today. Just one good trade today. Bears are failing. Bears are having a tough time, man. Swept some levels to the bear side. Buyers, see how we keep failing to go negative on CVD, on the market pulse. So it's something again, this is the first time I'm using market pulse, so I'm just being aware of it. I'm taking note of what it's doing.
I got back in because of the reaction off of that order block. The order block would be the red candle. Oh wait, you're looking at 5 minute. I'm looking at a 1 minute.
Yeah, I'm still keeping these shorts. Just because of how strong the bears have been lately. Alright, I do have to go. Keeping stops right up here. I'm going to add an alert over here. Going to probably exit some right here. We might not make a new low today, though. Bears are struggling. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Just need Apple and Microsoft to sell off, but Meta has some buying pressure. Equities are trying to flip right now, guys. Huge red flag. I am just an ape. Something serious. AMC stock. History is repeating itself just like 2020. Oh, word? I didn't even see. Morning and solid. Oh, glory. What's going on? I didn't even see AMC. I didn't know AMC was doing anything crazy right now. $331. We'll see. We'll see. We'll now we'll check that daily real quick. Yeah, I don't know if I would say it's doing that all over again just yet. We definitely want to break some better levels first. Don't jump the gun. We'll never be the first buyer, never be the first seller. And if you try to, you're going to end up jumping in front of the wrong trend way too often. Apple weak, Microsoft weak, Meta with a little buying pressure. Ooh, stop it, Meta. Market pulse trying to hold negative. CVD still negative. There we go. I keep saying I gotta go and I'm not going. I do have to go. YouTube, hit that like and subscribe button. Check out our recent videos. Check us out, bullishbears.com. If you trade Apex, use code bullishbears for whatever is the most recent up-to-date sale. And what else? Bookmap, use code bullishbears on your monthly, and you'll get 20% off your first month. So if you want to try it out for a month and cancel it, you could always do that. What else? Again, I'm in these shorts. I'm going to be wrapping this up. Hit that like and subscribe button. Check out our recent videos and go drop a like and comment. Appreciate all the support. Do what I do for you guys. Take care. Happy trading.